I have to remember that now while I'm gone.
Carol will remind me. So, questions? How's your threading to the diaphragm?
Well, I haven't been focusing on threading. I've just been focusing on being aware of what's going on. And the last couple of times, it's been more aware of the circularity of it and of the chi going down through my feet into the ground and up the other way. That there's just it just feels more
Good.
and three is just it's really round.
Yeah, that's
Just
great.
my arms are about like this
Uh-huh.
and barely turn.
Right,
but
right.
the awareness of the circularity of that is it's been really nice.
Good. Good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a good practice.
And more mostly in 5 and 6 that
Uh-huh.
down here and over there, and
Great.
just
So that's good.
yeah, it's like, oh well, this is something I never noticed before.
Well, that is the interesting thing about not using, not, only really concentrating on
Yeah.
some part of your body. Yeah, I thought that it would be more of a challenge. I don't find it a challenge to get it up to the diaphragm. I just find it a challenge to kind of not use my arms to just concentrate on that. I haven't done much in the last few days, but earlier, right after last week's class, I did, and I noticed that.
Uh-huh.
Similar to you, it's just kind of like you're more aware when you're really
good.
Have that focus.
And I started with the full arms for the first 5 repetitions of number 2. Just kind of okay, let's get all this together. Okay, now you can go.
Good idea. Great. Gentlemen?
What? Oh,
well, as Carol said, I concentrating more on just the general flow, which is coming along. I even felt a good amount in 7 of all places. So I think probably for the first time.
No.
In any case, as far as the threading goes, I can sense it in my fingers and toes when I focus on it, but I haven't been able to track it much much beyond that. So, the threading itself, yeah.
So one of the things that we need to remember is that when we talk about the threading, we're talking about one of the basic flows of the energy in the body. And that's from Earth to the universe and back, or at the very least, into the etheric body below the feet and above the head and above the hands. One thing we're going to go into thinking about the arms and hands and neck and head today. And one of the things to remember, if you look at and there's a chart over in the corner if you want to look at it at any point, but an acupuncture chart shows the hands like this, reminding us that the hands and fingers are also connecting upward. So when we work on threading, we're working on that flow that's going up and down, back and forth through the whole body, not center to periphery. And I think that's an important distinction to be aware of, because both flows are happening, as are many others. there are 8 basic ones, as I mentioned, but um, those 2 are the primary ones. So, anything for you, Mr. Bynum?
Well, I have been trying to focus on that core, and the threading, the moving the energy and focusing in the diaphragm, I think has helped me with smoothness in the spine movement.
Hmm.
Uh,
Good.
and I'm getting some more awareness, but yeah, keeping the spine almost, just continually. I mean, everything's continually moving, right? uh, that really is key to just having everything work right. So
Okay. Good. So any other questions or thoughts? Okay. So stand up. We're gonna look at getting that energy to go on up the body. We're stepping out. Coming into your basic structure. Just taking a moment to check through your body. Being aware of aligning everything as well as you can. Letting yourself relax. Soften and open. And breathe. Let your breathing slow and lengthen, going soft. Encompassing as much of the longevity breathing as you can. And let it fill your body. And then extend your mind through your body. You can really feel what's happening inside of you. You're beginning to just let yourself rise and sink a little bit. See if you can establish that chi flow from your feet to your diaphragm. You're going through everything in your body and down to your feet. Play with your breath if that helps you. Most important thing is to have that feeling of the movement of your chi up and down without getting stuck. If you do get stuck or feel a blockage, just recognize where it is at the moment. And what it is. To recognize it before you can do anything with it. Keeping your movement very simple but consistent and constant. And begin to add a very small hand movement. And you get the chi to go through your body. And to recognize where you're shutting down and respond by opening it up. Let yourself have a little bending and straightening. You can take the chi down from your diaphragm into your feet. And you come up and up again. Continuing to notice where you may be blocking. So this practice is an issue of sensitivity. You can do this with very little movement. To keep focusing on just what's happening inside your body. Now, as you move the chi smoothly from your feet up through your diaphragm, take it on out to the end of your arms and hands, out to the fingertips. And then back through your arms, down past your diaphragm, to your feet. And as your chi moves through this path, stay aware of any blocks that you may become aware of. Movement smooth and small. Now see if you can add the energy flowing up through your neck to the crown of your head, at the same time that it flows through your arms and hands. and then back down to your feet. Remember that the movement of the chi can be either sequential or simultaneous, depending on where you are with your practice. Notice any energetic blocks and places where the chi doesn't flow smoothly. Feel the flow all the way down from your head and hands to your feet. And then smoothly all the way up from feet to head and hand. Very aware of each of the transitions, keeping them smooth with no break. To begin a flow of gods, you can do whatever number of movements seems to feel comfortable to you at the moment. The arm movements small. Keep your focus on the smooth flow of the golden thread of your chi from your feet to your hands and head, and back to your feet. Notice any place where your chi is getting stuck or blocked. your chi flowing, or is it getting stuck somewhere along the way? And move your arms a lot. Focus on moving the chi. Feel like when your chi gets stuck. Allow your movements to be small and smooth. Your focus on the flow of the golden thread through your whole body. Can't see clearly. Are they still going?
Yeah.
Hmm.
No,
Everyone's sitting.
everyone's sitting now. Yeah.
All right. Good. So how was that? Did you get the thread going all the way through?
I did, but I wanted to get my hands up there too. That was particularly frustrating. But. I mean, no, I did get it all the way through, and I felt like I got through some of the blockages that I'd been struggling with this week.
Oh, good. Okay.
I found my blockages were here, especially on this side.
Mhm.
And I could feel in the hands and arms, but they wanted to go the opposite way. It wanted to follow gravity.
Oh,
Mm.
interesting.
So coming up and into the fingers. So I just eventually let that go.
Right, yeah,
And,
yeah.
okay, there's something going on there and it's not helping.
Yeah.
Though at the end, afterwards, just standing there. I could feel, I could make that happen or let
Yeah.
that happen.
That's
But-
interesting. I noticed that at the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, so- and it's a blockage, but I can still, there's still clearly energy flowing in the arm,
Yeah.
but the
Hmm.
transition.
Transition.
I'm trying to think, is that the word? It's
That
not
was
the word I
right,
want.
but what is it?
Would that work?
Why not?
Yeah. In there is,
Mhm.
that's where I have.
Tightness?
Lot
Is
of
it tightness?
tightness.
Which could be contributing to what's going on with the arms too.
Yeah, and it is, but it's. If I could have held them up here.
That's right.
Yep.
That was my frustration. I guess that's what you mean by the gravity. It's
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
your hands are
Okay,
down
so it's
there,
all coming up
getting
and
it out.
and into the hands.
Yes.
But what it was wanting was it to come up here and also to come up here.
Ah, yeah, right, instead of, yeah,
Instead of up and into the
yes,
arms,
right.
the into the arms part didn't work until the very end. So after it was done with the flow,
Yeah, it's not easy.
no.
Bill or Bill?
Yeah, unfortunately, my sciatica is kicking in some this morning, so it's
Yeah.
But I think doing the practice helps that, but that was a little dominant.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Talk about blockage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a blockage. Good. Anything for you, Mr. Nagel?
I liked the practice we did before the flow. No, I mean it was interesting to be very small and get things moving. The flow went pretty well. I still would go back to what I said before. I can feel the threading going through my fingers, somewhat up my forearm, but and likewise with the toes and the feet. But I lose the sense of a small thread moving through the rest of my body. I could easily feel the general flow, but I lose track of the thread, I, so that.
I don't feel it as a small thread. I feel it flowing, but not.
Yeah,
Not any kind of condensed thread.
it's not a thin thread.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Do you have that same sensation, Bill, when you're doing center to periphery awareness?
As soon as we start, and you say, follow your flow from your feet up to your diaphragm, I don't stop at the diaphragm. I feel the energy through my arms immediately and up through my neck and head. It's there. I mean, if it's if it's going, it's all over the place. It doesn't stop. So yeah, center to the periphery and back, is there.
Okay. So you don't feel a difference between the two different awarenesses, energetic awarenesses.
Uh, in and out, you mean?
Well, in terms of feeling the consistent flow of the energy through all parts of your body.
Yeah, I think it's consistent. So
It's
Consistent.
consistent.
consistent. Yeah.
So this would indicate that there's some sort of blockages going on, or in through the legs and through the arms and shoulders. So either some tension, some form of blockage, because while yes, it's always flowing and you obviously feel some of that flow, we want to feel it all the way. So not just in the feet and some of the spine and torso and hands and crown of the head, but a constant flow through the entire body, whether it's the golden thread or whether you're focusing on center to periphery. It can be either way. But the awareness of the flow of the energy, we want to be the same, whatever our intention is.
Okay, I think one or both of two things is true here. One, I'm not explaining myself, sufficiently, and the other is that I don't really understand the golden thread. Yeah, so uh, I feel the flow throughout my body, going every which way.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, and then what I took or take to be the golden thread is a more distinct feeling of something, a thread running, through my fingers and toes. But maybe that's a wrong conception on my part.
Yeah, remember that we're not now thinking about there's being a separation to the in and the out. In other words, working in on one surface and out on the other, or deeper into the structure if you're at that level. But now we're thinking of both of those working together and filling the entire body as it's flowing through. So I think your awareness of it as a slender thread may be getting in the way a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so I think maybe I asked about that before. What the difference, let's say, before I even knew about the golden thread, um, I felt the energy moving through my fingers. Let's just leave it at that and up into the arms. Then the golden thread, how does that differ from the feeling of the energy moving through my fingers? That's what I'm having trouble with.
Okay. So, what we're looking at here are two different ways that the energy is moving. In that, when we're focusing on center to periphery, we usually are thinking that as the energy is coming in, it's moving along the yin surfaces of the body to the dantian.
Yep.
And when it's going out, it's going along the yang surfaces.
Yeah.
When we talk about the golden thread, it is just the fullness of the energy, all of the energy coming in and going out. There is no awareness of surface or separation of yin and yang. It is just one energy flow.
Ah, okay. Then I'm paying way too much attention to the thinness of a golden thread.
Yeah. So it's just the energy. I certainly can't attest to the veracity of this, but Bruce says there are 4,000 different energy flows in the body.
Hmm.
We're never going to be aware of all of them, obviously. And this is just a beginning.
Yeah. I've never been able to get over 3,700.
I bow to you at 37.
Good.
Very good, Bill. Other questions or thoughts at the moment? So I might mention this is the beginning of a new session today. And also, I think I mentioned at some point that Jonas Sanchez had interviewed me at length, 2.5 hours actually. He has edited that and published it on the Connecticut World Taiji Day site. And it's right on the opening page at the moment. I don't know how long it'll be there. It'll be maintained on the Connecticut World Taiji Day site. But he has done an incredible job. If you ever looked at the new website that he's done, that too is pretty incredible. But he's made me sound like I know what I'm doing.
Gee, fooled them all again, huh?
It's a really nice interview, and if you are interested, it's Connecticut World Taiji Day.org. O-R-G. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great week.
Thank you.
You too, everyone.
Yep.
And Joanne will not be.
I will not be here definitely not next week, because this is the time that I'll be teaching. So
I will
Yeah.
probably be coming remotely.
yeah,
Okay. Very good.
I'll see about the following week if I can find a place where I can join. I can't join in the forest. There's not enough Wi-Fi. There's no Wi-Fi. one bar on a phone sometimes. It's
I,
amazing.
I can understand that entirely.
Something you need.
So, yeah, so I go out, I mean, well, I go to the library otherwise, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to the library to do that too, so I could do, maybe outside, I'll figure it out. There must be some place that gets, where I
I,
can pick it up from a building and still have space.
it reminds me of when the area where we were, when we used to go to Maine all the time. After, I think, a couple of years, we found a hilltop where we could get.
Well, that's, yeah. Yeah, and there's certain places on certain days where sometimes it's right down by the water. It seems to kind of be picked up by the water a little if you hold it at a certain angle. I was trying to take a picture of a plant in the garden and I didn't, that some weed had popped up. And I didn't have enough bars, even in my garden. So I took the picture and then I stood for about 30 seconds. It came up. Kind of in the air somewhere when you're not connecting directly to the Wi-Fi, but I'll figure it out. I'll try to figure it out. But next week
Yep,
I
we can.
my workshops are 10 to 12, so it's work.
You can't do both in one?
Yeah, really. Oh, sometimes I try. Well, it's interesting because this place, the World Fellowship Center, they don't allow devices in the public spaces. Which I think is great personally. Yeah,
Yeah,
like no phones in the dining room, not outside. There's like a big dining room. There's a number of spaces for workshops or kind of living room, little spaces, lounges. And then there's outside, so they really discourage that. There is Wi-Fi, you can get it in the bedroom. I'm staying in a small house about 10 minutes down the road. They have it there.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's good because too many people are. I don't want to hear somebody's conversation when I'm out on the lawn looking up at the mountains. Kind of, unless they're like chatting with the person next to them in the Adirondacks chair.
Enjoy the mountain.
Yeah, I'm looking to it, although the woman who's supposed to be giving us the information on who's coming and how many people we're training, we've got nothing yet. And I start on Monday.
You're supposed to guess.
I'll get it to you later. I think she doesn't have it. I think that's the problem. I mean, 3 months ago, we wrote an application and it's very simple, but it's like, what experience do you have? What are you trying to get out of this? You know, like not knowing that. It's like I'm starting with, well, I mean, well, probably the first one will be an exploration of what people know. And then it's like, oh, people might pop in every day, different people. It's like, oh my God, okay.
It's like trying to teach Tai Chi at the senior center.
You're right. There you
You
go.
got a plan for the people who've been there for a long time.
Forever,
You got a plan
and
for somebody dropping in for the first time.
Well,
Yeah.
then see if they wanted this to be a training for trainers, and I pulled the plug on that one right away. I'm like, no, there's not even if there are people there who have, I mean, if people there with experience go through all 10 hours, then they should be able to partner with other people and kind of get mentored and be ready. That's their judgment, but I'm not calling this that. We'll see. I got enough tools. We can fill 10 hours. We just need to fill them so they meet people's needs.
Yes, it makes sense.
Yeah, I don't want to, I'm not going up there just to kind of put people through some games without some goals. World's too messed up for that right now.
No kidding. So,
I drove myself crazy this week
you did.
trying to, yep, I cannot get, like sometimes you just have this, your brain, you feel like, oh my God, I have too many learning disabilities all at once packed into in, out, in, out. David, I watched you like a dozen times one day. You think you got it, and then you don't. You take a break, you come back 4 hours later. It's like, I don't know. So that's my check. I had a hard time getting past that during the form this week because I know it's a problem. I mean, I know that I somehow have dropped some of what I'm not sure I ever really did it totally right as I look at it now.
It's
It's a lot.
There's a lot going on in those. Yeah, it makes me think about Jay's Woo Two,
Yep.
where you just do. Well, you know, I'm doing it right, back and forth. And just do those first two through two,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
back and forth and back and forth.
Mm.
And I forget what his point he was making, but it's a good practice for this.
Well, that's the first four energies are there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
Twice.
Yeah.
right, right. But anyway, so that was my, it's those kinds of things sometimes, and then you have aha moments and then you get it. And I'm sure I've had it before more, but again, I'm not quite clear I've ever done it totally. Totally right. So, and then I just got overwhelmed, but I did really try this one. I really kept trying it, and then I kept going, okay, I just have to
So,
keep the practice going, or
yeah,
confess that I'm challenged.
so, I sort of thought we wanted to continue.
We can continue. I'm gonna have to keep going back to this. I've got it on tape. I got you on tape. I'm really tired of that little loop of a minute, but
That's fine.
It's at 121.15. Exactly where it is.
Well, we could come back to that too.
Yeah, I'm not asking. Yeah, I'm just saying that's kind of my challenge of this week.
Yeah, it is a
really
challenge.
to do it, because I don't want to just keep going and leaving it.
Especially because that's everywhere.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. It's not like, oh yeah, that's just pretty key.
But I found when practice focusing on it at the beginning of the form,
Uh-huh.
and basically doing it because you're doing it twice right there. But it was easier. I'm not sure I know I don't have it all the time. But doing it there, you can take the time to dissect it.
Yep.
As it goes on in the form, get so involved in doing everything else that
Mm.
gets lost there, more lost there. But what that's it. And we did a herky jerky version of that for a couple of times.
What does that mean?
Well, just stop
Yeah,
and do the next bit,
Okay,
and then
yeah,
do the next bit, and
Yeah.
then do the next bit.
and that can be helpful, I think.
At least in
right,
getting
piece
an
by
input
piece,
of
separate
what
and
it is you're trying
combine.
to do.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
so where are we? Where are you guys? The third paragraph.
So we got through maidens,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
And then, I'm just trying to, and then, back to, we did Rooster, we got,
We got through that long repetition.
long repetition.
And then there was another wave hands.
There's always another way of hands.
Yeah, there are two in the third.
Yes,
paragraph.
yeah.
I
Pretty
think
close
that's,
together.
I think that's where we were.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever, I'm game.
All right. In that case,
That's the beginning of the end game, as it were.
Yeah, and now that's where I get really confused. I mean, I
like beginning at the end. So
What are we doing? Yeah.
I'm just gonna go from there.
Please. And we'll just follow you there.
So if we're
So
at
do you
the,
want to see yourself?
what?
Because I don't see. you.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I mean, I'm really watching David here when I'm
Yeah.
looking at this.
So if we're at the end of that single whip,
Uh-huh.
the next thing is lift hand, which we've done before.
Yeah.
So we have a shift and a rotate and touch and step and lift in. And then into high pat. And turn. And boom.
Joanne, do you want to switch places?
Okay, so I could, yeah. I'm so good at switches. Yes, thank you. Uh-huh, yeah.
And now it's heart to heart palm.
Yep.
So we're rotating and sinking back into that right leg. And then step. The left is coming up to deflect and the right is going forward into a chest strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then yeah, right.
Yeah, then we gotta get over there.
I know, we're gonna get over that. Let's just do that again. So from single whip. We're in and we get left hand. Back. Up the high pat. Rotate sinking to the right, the left. And heart to heart palm. And now we're going to turn and step around. And we're going to kick with the right foot. So we have a kick. And then we step and deflect down. And we're pulling with the right hand and pushing down with the left. Step. And now you're going to punch to the groin. Yeah.
Yep.
Any question in there?
No,
No.
I'm just coming back, so, yeah.
Oh, good. So you have a punch to the groin. And then you're gonna come back, turning left, and twisting in. And step now, again, we have hung, step forward, G, no following focus. Come back to single whip again. Always back to single whip. So go back to that same single whip, right? And shift, touch, step, lift hand, turn left, up the high path, sink into the right and step, and heart to heart palm, turn, step around, kick with the right, and then pull down, punch to the groin, back. So put the right and hung, step, G. And then single whip. And 7 star. I'm down and under first, sorry. Yeah, down and under to the left. Then again, sinking and turning down into the right and step. Touch, 7 stars. Step back. Remember the name of that one. Anyway, we're pulling to the left.
Spinning,
Right, you're spinning, right?
spinning all around.
And then we're turning around, yeah, to the right. All the way.
All of that.
And step,
Right.
kick. Step.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Isn't it nice to
Step
know that
down.
even
No,
your
mine-
teacher can't go into the middle of it
Oh, my
sometimes?
legs are blessed. Yours are too. Carol's got her left back in the arm.
No, so we,
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
it's a sweeping, it's sweep the
It's sweep
lotus,
the
not
lotus.
David. So sweep, step to the corner. And stroke the long beard.
That right, that's it. And then in
Turn left, back. And shoot the tiger.
Mhm.
Shift back, turning right, turn the toe. Put the arm to it, stroke the kidneys to double cannon punch. Shift forward, releasing. Turn right, reset the right foot. Sit on the right, reset the left, and turn peacock. And then
Mhm.
sink in the center and rise to close.
I have a couple of questions,
Good.
because I couldn't see everything.
I can imagine why.
So I should just watch you with this hand. Mostly it's a few of the things about doing your right hand facing in this direction.
Heart to heart palm.
Yeah, that was the first, yeah, that was the main one, I think it's important.
Okay. So you're twisting in
And then, okay,
and then you're going out. Out.
yeah, I had the end point, I just wasn't sure what was happening
Yeah.
with this right hand, so it's, yep, okay.
And then you're twisting in. Step around. Kick. Step. And pressing down. And sink into punch to the groin. Be sure you don't shift too far forward. And then
Yeah.
walk. And follow step G.
Yep.
Single flip, of course. Down and over. Yeah. So, yeah, when you
Yeah,
go from single whip, you shift, you're twisting in and then rising to out.
what?
What?
That's okay. No, I couldn't remember the next thing at that moment.
Oh, you're gonna step
Oh, that's right.
and forward to 7 stars
Yeah.
and step back. And ride the tiger.
I don't remember the names of things.
Yes.
I
Yes.
just ride the tiger.
Yes.
And then it's the spin. I'm not gonna spin.
No, just, yeah, I think we've all kind of gotten to that, yeah, stepping around.
Depends
as
on the
best we
shoes
can.
and the floor.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can.
And then
The leg,
sweep
yeah,
the lotus, step the
Ah.
corner.
yes.
That's a tough one. Because you don't have a lot of time there. So we've got to sweep and the hands have to immediately go up, even though the step is empty. So that you can go down and out.
And it feels as if Ta-da. Right, and then,
And then round that corner, picking up your bow, shoot
yes,
the tiger.
yep. I will. Great, and it's move
Yes.
the body, not
Well,
move the arms.
Well, the arms
A
just
little, but not,
separate,
but it's,
the hand, the right hand in particular does not go past the center line. Our tendency is to do this.
right, really pull on that bow.
Yeah. It actually only
okay,
goes to here.
yeah, okay,
And then
And
again,
then-
round the corner and turn, shifting back.
mhm,
So you can, and you're that's still to some degree going out, and now you're going in
Hmm.
and out.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then shift forward, you're twisting in as you reset, twisting out.
Yeah.
And
I find the end of 3 easier than the end of 2.
That's what?
I find the end of 3 easier than the end of 2 to remember.
it is. Oh, to remember?
To remember and to do it, but also just yeah, maybe it's good playing. Yeah, because the other one's harder.
Yeah. Do you have other questions in there?
No, this is very helpful. We'll really work on this one. Yeah, no, I'm glad you pushed it to the end.
Yeah,
You want to go over this one more time, though,
sure.
in terms of just kind of, yeah, okay, how many more of these do I have to do? In, out, in, out.
In
But
the beginning, you mean?
yes, let's go back to what you said you didn't want to do.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't want to do it.
No, you said you wanted to wait.
Oh, okay. So.
It's not that I don't have it already on the recording, I just
Alright.
need it to be in a room with it.
So it's going in, out, in, out, in, out, in,
then,
out,
right.
in.
Yeah.
Out. In, out, in, out, in, out.
Yep.
Is that?
Yes. That's what I have to work.
You got it now.
I got it now, and I had it
The
before, but it's
With
just
the words.
with the words and the, yeah, right. Kind of like I have the first 2 and the last 2, it's just getting in between pairs.
You know, the thing that really helped me, and I think I've said this before, was doing it really slowly.
Yeah. Like what you were saying, yeah, here we go, this is it.
Yeah. Because I found that when I did that and really made my body do it, then just taking that time. Because otherwise it's going so fast.
Then you just.
Yeah, it's very
Not really
and
doing it.
And you can go faster
Once you
later,
get it,
once you get it, but you gotta do it enough that
yes, and I want to do that, so.
yeah,
Gotcha, I got it. I
yeah.
got it.
Good.
Got it? We're done? Are we full? We're full.
You're full.
I'm full.
Okay.
That's an amusement.
It's a pleasure filling you up.
Yeah, thank you. We'll be empty back in 2 weeks. No,
Okay.
no.
Wow.
This is hopefully some of them will be.
Well, I think the rest of the craziness of life will be left at home.
Yeah.
It's too much, and the news is so awful.
Oh.
Just feels so like oh, we're not getting USAID back, and we're not getting the Department of Education saved, and we're not, every day there's like just so much, and you think, oh my God, I mean, out there trying to, do trainings to give people hope. It's like, oh my God.
Well, I mean,
how do I do this?
And day after day, he's hurting people.
People are really hurting.
Oh.
I mean, just even Texas, when you unravel that, everything about that thing is wrong. It's like climate change deniers, like, somebody with a lot of money who has a camp has been able to get the FEMA to redo the maps. So all those cabins all at the edge were in the FEMA floodplain, and they got taken off. And those kids those are the dead kids, like, you know, the National Guard's in LA and they couldn't bring
So
them
that
in.
they had been a floodplain and then it was removed from the floodplain.
And you know, that guy is like, you know, the guy who really died saving the children, but you know, this is the cream of the crop of Texans. This is people with power. And now the people with dead children and dead themselves. It's just, I mean, there's just, you know, and the National Guard's not there to help out. Isn't that what most of these guys and women signed up to help in hurricanes and disasters, not deport people, and they're not. Yeah, it's just every step is Washington's, you know.
Yep.
Evilness.
Yep.
And Texans, you know, the deniers.
Yep.
So there was an article somebody posted from Souls about Texas. On one hand, yes, the deniers, they have more solar and wind power than anyone.
They have more oil and more solar. I think I've always found that quite fascinating.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. A friend of mine's son went to work in Texas, primarily initially in oil. It's just energy work, and I was doing much more alternative stuff. They know.
They're
like
like
the tobacco companies.
Not.
They're living it, but you know, the governor doesn't let you say climate change. And like Florida, it's like, okay. Sure.
Right. And how do you explain the rising water and
Well,
the,
that's it. This is not, I mean, to hear the people, God sent it. God didn't send it, man. This is a man-made crisis, folks. Come on. No God sent it.
No God
Don't
did
get
that.
me. God's punishing us. No. All right, I need a pen. I'm gonna give you some money.
oh,
You probably want to shut that recording off before you have the rest of the day on.
that's true. Thank you for keeping me in line.